New Thought Tuesdays with Rich Smith. Hey, Rich, and Dean
Hey,
Reed.
Dean.
Hey, dude, today on New Thought Tuesdays, see it, feel it to see it, how your emotions shape your reality.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk to you about secrets that no one has ever known. But, well, no, that's not true. But you probably don't know them, nor have you been putting them into practice as mindfully as you will. Our promise to you is that this 15 minutes, the next 15 minutes, we're going to help you and show you how to create more of what you want in your life. So that's what we're here to do on New Thought Tuesdays. How are you, Rich?
We're gonna rock your boat today, huh?
We are.
Or we're gonna wake you up. You awoke?
Boom, wake up.
We're gonna wake you up today. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna talk about thoughts, feelings, emotions. All of these things come together to create, the life that you're living right here, right now.
But why do we care? Why do we care about emotions? I'm a guy. I don't want to know about emotions. Don't talk to me about emotions. Why do I care about emotions?
Emotions, that's the key to manifesting. It's your emotions. You think thoughts become things. Well, your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions are all a part of that manifesting. And that's what we talk about here on New Thought Tuesdays is manifesting. How do you manifest the life that you desire to be living and to change the life that you're living right now? If it's not satisfying you, if you're not getting out of life what you want, then come to New Thought Tuesdays with Dean and Rich and learn about your feelings and emotions.
And how they work. They're the tools because you're already using them. The great stuff about all of these principles is we're already using these principles. Take a look at the life around you. It's the life you've created. Congratulations. For
Yeah.
the good or not so good, you've created it. You've taken your assessment of what's going on, your judgment of what's going on. You've had some feeling about it. You put those thoughts and that feeling and the emotions that come from it, and you are manifesting. The energy of your emotions clicks in with what you're stating. What you don't want or what you do want, it still clicks in with what you're stating and manifests it into your world.
Yeah. And here's the thing. If you're thinking about something or talking about something and you want to manifest that, affirmations, okay, you can repeat affirmations till you turn blue in the face. However, if the emotion behind that is deep down inside, you really like, yeah, I don't know if I can really afford that, or I don't know if I can make this movie or create this film or get this part as an actor. If your emotions aren't in alignment with what you're speaking about, then that's going to show up as the result in your life of what you really saying you want, but you don't really think you can have it.
So
Deserve.
if you're sitting here saying, one of the terms that we really believe is that sense that we are whole, perfect, and complete. And in the human world, we can have experiences where we don't radiate or we don't manifest a sense of wholeness, perfection, or completeness that we believe or trust. So if you're there, as Rich is saying, and you're saying affirmations, and we love affirmations. And if you're using an affirmation, I am whole, perfect, and complete. I am whole, perfect, and complete. I'm whole, perfect, and complete. I'm whole, perfect, and complete. You're doing your mala beads, and you're just repeating it. Rote. I'm whole, perfect, and complete. I'm whole, perfect, and complete. With this sense of
Yeah.
neutral, not really
Yeah.
involved. That's what you're going to get.
That's what I was trying to say. Thank you, Dean.
Well, I'm just, it's the actor in me coming out and saying, hey,
Yeah.
focus in on what it is that you truly want, how you feel about it, and take the actions going forward to allow that to come into your life. Now you notice how I got out of my kind of crazy excited mode because that's my New Thought Tuesdays. I love New Thought Tuesdays, but and there's a place for that kind of fire in the belly. That's Ernest Holmes used to call it, that fire in the belly. There's also a place, as Emmett Fox talks about, it's just being clear and interested.
Yeah.
and following that path of clarity and the interest in experiencing that clarity unfolding and manifesting. That's what we're talking about. When you see it, you feel it. And today, when we go into the inner circle, and for those of you who don't know about the inner circle is the private conversation we have, the place where we dive deep into these thoughts, feelings, and divine desires with a group of wonderful people called the inner circle. We go into private conference and we go through these and we talk intimately about what it means and how we can go even deeper. We talk about the what here in the social media. In the inner circle, we really delve into the how, back and forth with one another. So you can go to newthoughttuesdays.com. That's newthoughttuesdays.com and click on, yes, I'd like to be reminded, and we'll send you an email about how to become part of New Thought Tuesdays. And what we see is just a mass amount of people that really value what this new thought ancient wisdom is. We see and are excited by this whole manifestation of this tremendously large group of people who are giddy and excited about what they're learning and how they're able to really use it in their lives. That's what New Thought Tuesdays is all about.
Yeah. And so getting back to the, thoughts lead to feelings, lead to emotions, lead to actions that you take. Sometimes you don't even, sometimes it's all you really have to do is get the feeling of what you want. What does it feel like to have this thing? And you don't need the affirmations and speak the words and all of that, although that helps. It's powerful. But just getting in the feeling tone. It's like my wife is an incredible, Jennifer, manifester. I'm always talking to Dean about how Jennifer manifests things, but she has a list of things when she's feeling a little down and her vibration is low and she wants to bring herself up because her life is mirroring her vibration. She's feeling down. She gets things in her life show up that'll bring her even more and more down. So she has a list of things that make her happy. And she just goes to the list and does the things that make her happy and stays in that vibration of joy and happiness. And then all of a sudden, everything around her shifts to match that. I mean, it's an incredible thing. Or another thing she does is she writes down at the end of the month, she has a list of different things that she accomplished that she's really proud of. And she'll just go through the list. And she said to me the other day, you know what? If I don't write these down, I forget about them. Because I write them down and I acknowledge them, I can sit in gratitude at the end of the month for all of these things that I have. And so sitting in gratitude is a great thing too. That sends out a vibration of what you want. Grateful for all the things that you already have, then the universe, infinite intelligence, is going to give you more of that.
And so she's using the tool of journaling to increase her feeling tone, to direct her feeling tone in one way or another. Perhaps you can also use the idea of journaling to let go and release of things that just don't serve you at all. Let go of those thoughts and replace them with the thoughts that really nourish you, uplift you, invigorate you, that bring you joy and express love. So that's the way, just what you're saying, Jen, does as far as the journaling aspects. You can do the same thing with affirmations and with all of these spiritual tools. I go from one to another. Today I use this. The next day I use that. A week in a row, I'll be doing this intensely, and it's really calling to me. And then I'll pull out reading and study, another spiritual tool. And this is how my life is unfolding and manifesting. These are the tools that I use to create the life that I truly desire.
Yeah. Staying in a high vibration. I wanted to talk a little bit about La La Land, the movie. Because I was researching, I'm going, okay, so what's a good movie that shows an example of somebody's emotions and how they use the emotions to manifest great things in their life? And in La La Land, there was, what was the name? Mia Dolan, played by Emma Stone. Okay, she's a waitress and she's late for an audition. She runs in, does the audition. She's right in the middle of a really intense part where it's totally into character, starts to cry, her eyes tear up. And all of a sudden somebody walks in and says to the casting director, you got a phone call. And she goes, okay, I'll be right there. And she said, well, what, about 2 or 3 minutes? She goes, about a minute, I'll be there. Right. And then the woman closes the door, walks out, and she goes to Emma Stone or Mia, I guess, we're done here. That was very good. Thank you. And Emma was just so disappointed because she was right in the middle of a pivotal part of her audition. But then in the rest of the movie, she goes ahead and she stops the audition process and she just does a one-woman show that's herself and she gets her emotions into it. Casting director sees her doing this one-woman show and the rest is history. She becomes a star. And so, that's the thing that I talk to my creators, my filmmakers and actors and writers, that you just have to not let the outside world, people outside of you, dictate how you feel, that they're just a peanut gallery. Their opinions don't matter. What matters is your opinion of yourself and how excited you can stay in the process of going for an audition or making a movie or casting a movie or a cinematographer. How can you stay in that emotion of excitement when everything around you is trying to pull you down? How do you do that, Dean? When everything around you is telling you that, that it's not good, and yet you have to stay in a high vibration because that's what we're talking about. Your vibration, your emotions are what create in your
The
life.
To answer your question, and you probably all know this already, that I'm going to say I breathe, because for me the breathing mechanism is the thing that says, "Oh, Dean, be mindful right now." Because as we're talking about the feelings come once you experience something and you respond to that experience. Your beingness responds to that experience. And the first place that and most powerful place that we find is that you create a feeling.
Yeah.
Happy, not happy. Well, happy, sad, uplifted, depressed. I don't generally talk in terms of negative terms, but for feelings, it's really a terrific way of identifying what's going on here. I breathe, I identify how I'm feeling, and I recognize that I have a choice in how I respond. And what I find, and am finding this very much, there's a steadiness.
Mhm.
Without being static, there's a steadiness that I've achieved
Yeah.
because of these principles, a steadiness that creates something that is more steady in my life. And that's one of my divine desires. But hey, I want to get back to that audition because there's this one point in the movie, and we aren't going to show it here, but we may look at it in the inner circle if we have time. There's this one point in the movie where the actress is doing just wonderful work, great work, and she is cut off, as you're saying, really, in my assessment, very rudely. And you can see on her eyes that she's trying to determine what's going on and what she should do.
Yeah.
She's just completely taken aback by the response that she's getting. And we're taken aback. I'm taken aback because her work is so moving. I can't imagine stopping it. And we all can be in that place of, okay, what the heck is going on here? This is not what I was expecting. This is not what I'm wanting. This is not what I'm prepared for. But I can show up in a feeling tone of love and respect and self-care and move forward. So it really is, we're talking about identifying your feelings and getting rather articulate about them. I'm resentful, or I'm content, or I'm static. I'm feeling static, or I'm worn. As we find these different words to work with and identify our feelings, we can incorporate them into our spiritual practice and then use them as the power to create the life that we are wanting. And we have already done this. So this is just a matter of being mindful about how you create the next segment of your life.
Yeah. Yeah. Intentionally. You intentionally align yourself with the energy and the emotion that you want for the desire that you want to create, and not let these external things that are going on around you influence how you feel, your emotions, you know? A lot of times, even getting back to my wife thing again, a lot of times I'll get in a downer, start talking about stuff, and she'll be like, "Wow, why do you want to talk about that? Let's talk about this. It's really good and happy and joyful." And I'm there, you're right. So
Yeah.
why is it that like when we come home from a trip, we get off the plane, the first thing we say is, we complain about all the different things that went wrong. When in reality, you had a great time. You're in Europe and France and, England and London, and you had a great time, but yet you go right to that place of negativity. And so shift your energy and stay positive is my message to you guys. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This sense of identifying how you want to be, because we talk about manifesting, and a lot of times we talk about manifesting and it's just things. It's fast cars, lots of money, wonderful houses, and all of that stuff. But we are manifesting beingness. Because once, quite frankly, once you're out of the whole victim thing and you got all the manifestation things, you start moving into that place of, oh, okay, got it. I just want to be however you want to be. And then there's a few other places you can go on beyond that. But what we do here at New Thought Tuesdays is we help you with that manifestation and we guide you into that place of your beingness. And
Yeah.
we do it for each other, Lord knows.
Yeah. And we're going to do it right now in the inner
Oh,
circle.
it is time to inner circleize.
Yes.
Let's circle up the wagons.
Yeah. And if you want to join us in the inner circle, just go to newthoughttuesdays.com. There's a form there you can fill out. And we set you up with an interview to see if it's a good fit for you and if it's a good fit for everybody in the inner circle. That's where we do the real work of changing our emotions and our feelings to a high vibration.
Yep.
We're going to do that today.
Yep.
So we'll see you next Tuesday. Take care.